Good morning, Mrs. Sawhney, and we are so glad to have you in our interview. So I have a few questions, and members of the public are interested to know from you. And the first one, can you please tell us more about your background?
Sure. Thank you so much for coming to my campaign office, and thank you to everybody who's listening to me today. My name is Rajan Sewhney, and I'm the candidate for Calgary Northwest. So my constituency includes Rocky Ridge, Royal Oak, Tuscany, Scenic Acres, Lynx Ridge, and Rockland Park. In terms of my background, I was born and raised here in Calgary. My mom and dad are from India, and I've done all my education here. I have an MBA from the University of Calgary. I'm also a mother of 4, so while I'm campaigning, I'm also planning a wedding for my daughter. She's getting married on July 1st.
Wow,
so
congratulations.
Thank you. So there's a lot of work to be done, but I was also first elected in 2019. So I was the MLA for Calgary Northeast at that time, and now I'm running in the Northwest. But since being in government, I've held 3 portfolios: Minister of Community and Social Services, Minister of Transportation, and now I'm the Minister of Trade, Immigration, and Multiculturalism. I also ran for leadership, so some people know me through the leadership race,
Yes,
but
yeah.
I'm really excited about winning the seat, winning the election, and having a UCP government.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is, what have been your major achievement in government?
Well, thank you for that question. I think it's important for everyone to know that the UCP has done so much. You know, we've delivered on our platform promises. We know that there are so many social issues in society, and when I was a Minister of Community and Social Services, we really tried to tackle the homeless situation, and I know that my colleagues are working on that right now to make sure we have drug prevention mechanisms in place, to make sure that we have spots available for people who need treatment. We know that this is a significant issue. So in community and social services, I was very involved in the vaccine efforts to make sure that we had vaccination clinics, particularly people who are from cultural communities who don't have good language skills. We wanted to make sure that they had a lot of help. And when I was the Minister of Transportation, I was responsible for the Stoney Trail project and for the Springbank Dam Reservoir. And now in trade and immigration, I've made so many changes to the Alberta Advantage immigration file that makes it easier for family members to immigrate here. And on the trade portfolio, I've traveled to South Korea, and I've had lots of interaction with people in other parts of the world. And I'm working on the Indo-Pacific trade strategy right now. So there's lots of interesting things that I've done in government.
Oh, nice to know. Thank you. And why should Albertans vote for the UCP?
This is a very, very important election. It's a consequential election. The Conservative governments, they have always been very successful in making sure we take care of the economy. We need a strong economy, we need lots of jobs, we need lots of opportunities for our young people, for our children. We pay for their education, we want them to make sure that they have a bright future. So economic policies are very important, and the Conservative Party is always focused on economic policy. We also have to be tough on crime. We know there's a lot of issues with drug abuse and drug supply, and there's lots of social disorder on the streets, and the UCP government has made so many announcements recently to make sure that we have more police and more sheriffs, and that we're going to be really, really tough on crime. We also are very intentional about making sure that we have low taxes. And in fact, Premier Smith just announced that income tax bracket of $60,000 and less has been reduced to 8%, so that's almost $760 savings per family per year. We want to make sure that when people work, they can keep more of their money and not give so much away in taxes. So the UCP, United Conservative Party policies, let's not talk about personality, let's talk about policies for families, for businesses, for society as a whole, are much, much better than the NDP policies. And I think if people really think about what's important to them, why do we do the things we do? Who do we work for? We work for our families, for our children, and we want them to be prosperous. So that's why I think that Albertans, please make sure you exercise your right to vote. Don't stay home. because it's going to be a very, very close race and we need everybody's help.
Okay, thank you so much for taking the time to answer to accept our interview. And we wish you a successful campaign.
Thank you very much.
Thank
and
you
I
very
really
much.
appreciate your time. Thank you.